A U.S. congressman from Indiana is urging the WNBA to take action over Chindy Carter's excessive attack on Caitlin Clark last weekend. Carter brutally shoved Clark to the ground during Chicago's defeat to Indiana on Saturday night, sparking outrage amongst basketball fans after she appeared to be congratulated by beaming Sky teammate Angel Reese. And 4 days on from the incident, Indiana Congressman Jim Banks has penned a letter to WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert calling for the league to come down harder on Carter. Chindy Carter went out of her way to knock Clark to the floor while neither player had the ball. Further, the excessive attack was visibly cheered on and supported by Carter's teammate Angel Reese. Banks, the GOP nominee in an Indiana Senate race this November, wrote in the letter, "Indiana is a basketball state. We don't wince at aggressive defense, but this was not an example of playing tough. It was a cheap shot that could have resulted in an injury and should not be tolerated." While the foul was retroactively upgraded to a flagrant, there appears to be no further punishment for Carter or the Chicago Sky organization beyond fines related to a lack of media appearances after the game. Banks went on to highlight the unprecedented level of attention Clark has brought to the WNBA while calling for the #1 draft pick to be afforded greater protection going forward. It is not only a disservice to Clark and the Indiana Fever, it's a disservice to the millions of young girls who are watching with dreams of playing in the WNBA one day, he continued. The congressman then asked the league to prove it is focused on maintaining the health and well-being of its players by answering 4 questions. What steps is the WNBA taking to curb excessive physical targeting of specific players? He asked. Will individual organizations be held responsible for allowing players with histories of violence to physically target their competitors? Do you believe that WNBA players repeatedly diminishing the talents of their fellow players is beneficial to the league's overall success? Do you believe that it is inspiring to young female athletes to see players like the Indiana's Caitlin Clark physically targeted for her success?